So there are several articles about SpaceX and XAI entering the military with drone weapons. So I found several different articles. A lot of them are very negative, and it seems like all of these companies just don't like Elon Musk. But we'll talk about it today. So AI is accelerating. Now, Elon Musk once warned that artificial intelligence could spell humanity's doom. Now reports suggest his companies are building AI-powered weapons for the Pentagon. It looks like SpaceX and XAI are reportedly competing in a secretive contest to develop voice-controlled drone swarms that translate spoken commands into coordinated attacks across air and sea domains. It says, think Siri, but for autonomous warfare. From satellites to swarms, now the reported competition marks a dramatic shift for Musk's aerospace empire. Reports indicate that the Defense Innovation Unit competition launched in January 2026, challenging companies to create software that turns voice commands into digital instructions for multi-drone operations. It is something I believe that Palantir has posted last year, so let me show you the video. The alleged phases progress from software development to live testing scenarios. SpaceX traditionally focuses on rockets and satellites, now reportedly pursuing what Pentagon's officials describe as technology that will directly impact the lethality of autonomous weapons systems. February's reported merger between XAI and SpaceX supposedly created that what Musk called the most ambitious vertical integration innovation engine. Now, the timing wasn't coincidental. XAI had reportedly been hiring security-cleared AI engineers for classified projects. This full-stack approaches contrast sharply with OpenAI's limited mission control involvement through partners' applied intuition. Now, obviously, a lot of these articles are negative. However, I believe that Elon Musk is trying to make sure these weapons are safe, and that's why he's joining this. It's not about money to him at this point, but money, of course, buys control. So I'd rather see Elon in control than anyone else. Here it says, Musk 2015 opposition to autonomous weapons collide with defense contracting. Remember when Elon Musk signed the 2015 open letter warning against AI weapons? However, when other companies build the very weapons, it might be better to be in control of what is happening. Of course, exactly. Plus, we have to mention also that Ukraine and Russia and China are already using these kinds of weapons, so we're kind of behind. But the irony cuts even deeper when you consider that AI risk involved hallucination and bias that make your ChatGPT conversations awkward could prove lethal in weapon systems. Now, Google employees protested Project Maven for several reasons. Now, highly ongoing concerns about AI militarization. Your voice assistants fumbling with your grocery list is annoying. Now, the same technology controlling armed drones represents a fundamentally different stake game. As military AI development accelerates, the line between civilians and weapons-grade artificial intelligence continue to blur in ways that should make everyone uncomfortable. Now, SpaceX will join Elon Musk's other company, XAI, which owns social media platform X and Grok. Now, the idea would be to create a swarm of multiple drones that a commander could simply verbally command to hunt down a particular target. Given AI's habit of hallucination and Grok's own particular problems, this might not exactly inspire confidence, but the Russian and Ukrainian war has proven that drones are a core part of the 21st century warfare, and the Pentagon is aggressively trying to ramp up its own drone production. So it's no wonder that the Department of Defense is spinning up competitions to see if it can foster R&D in this sector. Now, the competition is being run by the Defense Innovation Unit, which exists to bring tech companies into the defense industry, and the Defense Autonomous Warfare Group of the U.S. Special Operations Command, SOCOM. Yes, the military drone war team is called DAWG, D-A-W-G. Now, maybe that's what got Musk to enter the competition after Dodge was kicked out of Washington. Was really not really kicked out of Washington, but whatever. Now, SpaceX does have a long history of DoD. Its rocket have become the primary launch vehicle to military satellites, and Starlink is building up a military twin called Starshield. But it has never produced or even assisted with actual weaponry before. In fact, unless you count the remotely piloted barges that act as landing platforms for returning rocket boosters, SpaceX hasn't done much with drones either. So if the company is indeed entering the competition, it must also be effectively starting up a whole new business and engineering division. Well, maybe SpaceX hasn't done this prior to this. However, other companies haven't either. So possibly this really has more to do with xAI than the rest of SpaceX. Now, the company, now a subsidiary, has been struggling financially, requiring a $2 billion cash infusion from yet another Musk company, Tesla. But so do all other AI businesses. It's nothing new. And it also has DoD ties. The company received $200 million to integrate Grok into the military networks. Musk may have calculated that the defense sector was the best place to start making real money off AI. Now, if that's the case, expect a lot more AI-enabled weaponry from the company soon. Oh, please. Who wrote these articles? No, sorry about that. Let's be clear here. Making claims about driverless taxis is not the same level as making claims about flying bombs. If Musk is really getting into the business of ordnance, let's hope that comes along with the high degree of discipline and a low tolerance for failure, blah, blah, blah. Now, SpaceX and its AI subsidiary, xAI, are reportedly competing in a new Pentagon's prize challenge focused on autonomous drone swarming technology, as per a report of Bloomberg News. Now, the 6-month competition was launched in January, and it's set to carry a $100 million award. Bloomberg reported that SpaceX and xAI among a select group invited to participate in the Defense Department effort to develop advanced drone swarming capabilities. Now, the goal is to reportedly to create systems that can translate voice commands into digital instructions and manage fleets of autonomous drones. Neither SpaceX, xAI, nor the Pentagon Defense Innovation Unit has commented on the report. Of course not. Now, the development follows the SpaceX's recent acquisition of xAI, which pushed the valuation of the combined companies to an impressive $1.25 trillion. Now, the reported competition comes as SpaceX prepares for a potential initial public offering later this year. The Pentagon has been moving to speed up drone development and expands domestic manufacturing capacity, while also seeking tools to counter unauthorized drone activity around airports and major public events. Large-scale gatherings scheduled this year, including the FIFA World Cup and America 250 celebrations, have heightened focus on aerial security. Now, the reported challenge aligns with broader Defense Department's investments in artificial intelligence. Last year, OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, and xAI secured Pentagon contracts worth up to $200 million each to advance AI capabilities across defense applications. Elon Musk previously joined AI and robotics researchers in signing a 2015 open letter calling for a ban of offensive autonomous weapons. In recent years, however, Musk has spoken out on X about the strength of drone technology in combat situations. We'll see where this leads, but I trust Musk more than I do any other company. Thank you so much for watching. And if you'd like to see about a possible reverse merger with Tesla and SpaceX, you could watch this next. Also tune in next time with more updates on Tesla, Elon Musk, and his other companies. My name is Claudia, and goodbye.